Guy's like a fragile op, but it's a good song though.
It's a fragile op. Okay, interesting.
He's like a fragile op, but it's a good song though.
What does that mean, a fragile op? No.
Chat knows what I'm talking about.
What's good, y'all? My nigga, it's your nigga Mirzy, consistent Mirzy in a fucking building. It's currently 7 o'clock in the morning, my nigga. I'm just trying to make this video before I go to work, my nigga. We got this nigga Drake crashing out on the op stream, my nigga. Drake, one of the big, if not the biggest motherfucking artist in the world, my nigga, in hip hop. Drake crashing out on the op stream. Anyway, make sure y'all leave a sub if y'all new, my nigga. We at 8K subscribers, my nigga. This nigga Kendrick Lamar is getting under this nigga Drake's skin. You feel what I'm saying? Let's just jump
in the
right
coming
into this
days,
shit.
but in the meantime, I keep getting interrupted by these Drake antics, man. And I know you guys love a good video documenting the various spirals that Drake has gone down recently. And the 2011 me is crushed to see Drake in the position he's in right now. But according to DJ Academics, this
That nigga Drake taking L after L after L, bro.
is all planned by Drake. This is all him trolling. We're going to touch on it later in this video, but the recent stream that he was on, they were playing multiple tracks by artists who Drake has beefed with in the last year. He was throwing out a bunch of subliminal shots, even some direct shots, calling some people his fragile ops. The guy who he was streaming with doesn't even know most of his music. It was just a mess, but apparently, again, according to Academics, this is all by design, so let's jump into it.
There's a lot of little nuggets in both of their disses that if it wasn't for these breakdowns, and salute to, you know, guys like this, Rapaholics, because I think they directly get it.
So if you guys didn't know, Drake has a paid partnership with the gambling company Stake. Academics says that it's valued at around $180 million, meaning that Drake is getting paid $180 mil to get on streams and lose a bunch of money gambling, basically.
Damn.
People were questioning, like, after losing this beef to Kendrick, where he's continuously calling you a culture vulture, saying that you're colonizing different sounds, your background, your morals, what you bring to the culture isn't truly authentic, and you've had a very bad influence on the very sound and genre that has made you millions of dollars. Why have you made it more apparent than ever that you're trying to run away from the culture? All the collaborations you've done since this beef ended have been with white pop stars or Atlanta artists who Kendrick has accused you of not being a colleague of, but instead a colonizer. And now, instead of standing tall and showing the world I started in hip-hop, no one will ever kick me out of the genre, you instead choose to do live streams with people completely detached from hip-hop who don't even know your own music. At the very minimum, you should
I want to know why Drake ain't going Castanet stream. That should have been the ending of the Cobb marathon shit,
be
my
giving
nigga.
Academics an interview, as he's probably been losing hair over the last 6 months trying to defend you in any way he can. But instead, Drake has ignored Academics. He told him he'd call him on the night that he dropped For All the Dogs, but instead he called Kai Cenat instead. Academics has been one of the only major media personalities in the last few months that has spoken highly of Drake and has done his best to hide his appreciation for the masterclass Kendrick put on of dissecting every flaw of Drake's character. But of course, sometimes the truth does end up coming out.
Set it up and pop, I'ma get him drunk. One pass of us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 5.
But yeah, going
That
on
nigga was singing word for word.
the stream shows that Drake doesn't really care to prove anything to hip-hop fans or speak on everything that's went down in the last few months in general.
Drake.
Instead, he'd rather take petty sneak disses at his fragile ops. And the guy he's streaming with probably doesn't even know he was in a battle to begin with. But he definitely doesn't know much about Drake's music. This is him trying to guess a Drake song.
One hint I'll give you. Okay, it's a Drake track.
This nigga was on stream with XQC.
It's a Drake diss.
No.
We know what it
surprised
is.
I didn't know a Drake song.
Not this. And it's on Scorpion. What's that?
He's never heard that out.
Horrible start. Okay.
I mean, again, when Academics was defending why Drake doesn't stream with him, he claims that Drake goes on these streams because Stake is paying him to basically link up with these streamers who also have contracts with Stake, and all of them just gamble together. But I mean, look at the guy trying to narrow down which song was on Scorpion. If I was Drake, that's my biggest album. I'd be a little bit confused at least why Stake would want me to link up with someone who obviously does not give two craps about me.
And it's on Scorpion. What's that? Wait, is that an album name?
Yeah, it's my name. It's my album.
Okay, because album names, I'm not a name guy. Okay, whatever, it's a song. So it's an older, right? Because it's an older album.
Yeah.
What color is the album Scorpion? What
I
color
think that's
is it?
the gold
Black and
owl.
gray. Man, I'm not
shit,
making
never
fool myself.
Oh, it's black and gray. I remember that album covers with Drake on it. I remember that shit.
Black and gray. It's headlines. Jaded.
Close.
But there might be a bigger reason why Drake linked up with this guy. this guy does not like Kendrick Lamar very much. Or at least he's making us think he doesn't so that he could secure that Drake stream. This was his reaction to Kendrick's new album, GNX.
Hold on. It's garbage.
And when Kendrick released Not Like Us, XQC said, Drake cooked. Not even false allegations could wake me up from the snooze fest Kendrick dropped. No one cares that it takes 3 historians to understand the depth of the bars, brother. It just sounds lame.
So
and
XQC don't like Kendrick Lamar, and he's with Steak, and he's one of the top streamers, my nigga. That's why Drake went on his stream, bro.
He even defended Drake against Metro Boomin, clapping back at Metro on Twitter, saying nothing weaker than talking from the sidelines after someone else fired shots. You had your chance. Sit this one out. Even Drake had better shots at Metro.
He don't even know a fucking album name by Drake.
Telling him to shut up and make some drums. And Joe Budden on his recent podcast actually might have revealed the reason why Metro and Drake don't like each other. Allegedly, when Metro Boomin's mom passed away, Drake was more concerned about getting beats from him and said, I don't really care about your mom, get me my beats. If you guys want a full breakdown on their back and forth, let me know in the comments, because Metro just spoke on their beef as well. But yeah, I mean, it's obvious that this guy is not only oblivious to Drake's music, but rap music in general. They were playing music throughout the stream, and again, academics said this was a troll, but the guy just kept playing songs from everyone that Drake was beefing with. He didn't play any Drake music, but he did play Metro Boomin's song Trance, the same song that Metro purposely left Drake's verse off of, and in retaliation, Drake leaked his version of that track. But Drake kind of gave a positive reaction when he played Metro's song.
Oh yeah, I like this song.
Give me okay.
Then ironically, Drake told XQC to play Young Thug music, and ironically, he played Relationships, which features Drake's other op, Future.
Bruh.
Let's do Young Thug.
He was also bumping the Weeknd song,
They on some petty light skin shit.
Starboy, and this is when Drake started taking some shots. He told XQC to turn the song off because the Weeknd's not a real sixer like him.
You have to switch this song off.
It's autoplay, you know, so like
You have to switch this one. We're real Sixers. We're real Sixers. They're real six-side. We don't listen to that.
And even though this guy knows nothing about the beefs that Drake has been a part of, or rap music in general, Drake still took the opportunity to touch on the beef multiple times throughout the stream and seemed like he's doing his best to show the world that he's still intact. It took place the day after Kendrick released his new album, and he seemed to be taking some subliminal references at the new album, saying that you need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it. Mind you, this was a day before Drake filed a lawsuit against his record label UMG, claiming that they were purposely trying to tear down his reputation by promoting the song Not Like Us, which included those quote-unquote fairy tales that can take Drake out. So,
what are you thinking when facing your opponent? And there is no opponent.
oh, which one is it, Drake? Can the fairy tales not take you out? Or do you gotta sue because they're destroying your reputation so much?
Me, I do music, in case you didn't know. I'm here, as you can see.
That nigga said I do music in case you didn't know, yo.
Fully intact. Mind, body, and soul, in case you were wondering. Right?
mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. You need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it. Words to live by. Real talk.
He also took the time to call Steve Lacy his fragile op. If you guys didn't know, Steve Lacy is a California-based artist who was a performer at Kendrick's pop-out concert, but Steve Lacy, aside from being one of the performers at the show, seemingly has made no public comment about Drake or this beef or Kendrick or anything related to it in general.
Guy's like a fragile op, but it's a good song though. You know?
It's a fragile op. Okay, interesting.
He's like a fragile op, but it's a good song though.
What does that mean, a fragile op? No.
Chat knows what I'm talking about. Fragility.
Why he's trying to beef with a guy like Steve Lacy, I don't know, but I guess it's a bigger step up than beefing with Rihanna or Serena Williams, which he's done in the past. He took a few opportunities to let the world know that he's still here, he hasn't left, he hasn't fallen off.
Yo, chat, love, biggest Sixer. Don't ever forget it. Don't ever forget it. Let these guys try and tell you different. Promise. Trust me, like I said, mind, body, and soul. I'm here. What's up? Trust me. Love. Thank you.
And also letting the world know that he loves everyone who's talking crap about him.
You guys are ruthless, man, but I love you. I got a lot of love
You
for
know
you guys,
that
man.
shit,
We
so.
love all the shit talkers, all the crip walkers, man. We love you guys, man. It is what it is, man, you know? We love the chirps.
I think at the end of the day, nobody like means like an actual like harm and whatever, you know?
No, it is what it is. It comes with the territory. If you're gonna sit in front of the camera, you gotta take it, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That sounded crazy, by the way. That's like a good
Oh, he
OnlyFans.
said if you sit in front of the camera, you gotta take it. That sound crazy.
Slogan or
What the
something.
The saddest part about this whole stream is that Drake was linking up with someone who blatantly knows nothing about his music, is proud about it, is laughing about it, knows nothing about hip-hop, seemingly completely detached from anything rap related, and beyond just taking some petty shots at all of his ops, Drake also took the opportunity to let the world know that he thinks right now rap music is weird.
I feel like I want to hear what you would listen to.
Okay,
That's
I'll
what I
play right now
want.
then.
Yeah. Rap
Nah,
music
real
is weird
shit.
now anyway. I want to hear what you listen to.
What
I mean,
XQC
mind you,
listen
this
to,
is the
bruh?
same guy that was
Probably some
rocking
country
pigtails
shit.
2 weeks ago, and the same guy who was begging Kendrick Lamar to drop his music so they could engage in a full-on rap battle. But now that he lost, rap music is weird. Would it be weird if he won the battle? Would he even be on this stream if he won the battle? But regardless, Drake also took the opportunity to announce that he'd be going on a new tour in February, and it starts on the same day that Kendrick is supposed to be performing at the 2025 Super Bowl. It's going to be
shit.
an Australian tour. It's called I Need a Max Win Tour, and I'd just be curious to see how a Drake show in LA would look today.
February 9th, for anybody that's watching from Australia, I'm coming back to Australia the first time in 8 years. Coming back to Australia on tour. It's actually, funny enough, called the Anita Max Win Tour. It's the Anita Max Win Tour.
And aside from going to Australia, it seems like he's also taking it back to Canada because he announced that his collaboration album with Party Next Door is now 75% done.
Party Next Door album, me and Party's album, like 75% done. Cooking right now. Album sounds incredible.
How many songs on an album usually?
I always have a problem making short albums. 40 always begged me for years to make like a 8-song, 10-song album. Because I always try different styles and stuff, it's tough for me. So I usually I try to keep the numbers down, but it's tough. But this album's good. This album's good. It's the sound that people know and love us for.
I'm not sure how he plans to release this album when he's about to file a RICO case against his own record label, but I'm curious to hear it. I do like Party and Drake's music together. However, again, it's funny, he's saying rap music is weird. He's clicking up with these streamers who have nothing to do with hip-hop, who know nothing about his music, and instead of dropping new hip-hop music, he's turning to R&B and finally taking P&D out of the OVO sweatshop and putting a little bit of spotlight on him. I can't help but think a collaboration album between the two would have sounded 14, but obviously it fits the narrative, right? Drake needs to look like he's a loyal guy. He's putting on for all the people that he's been accused of taking advantage of in the past. Plus, Party Next Door has ghostwritten some of Drake's best R&B cuts. So I guess he figures he could probably catch a couple hits by linking back up with him. And aside from that, fans noticed that when Drake stood up, it seemed like he was balding a little bit. Maybe the stress of this entire battle was kind of getting to him. Someone also noticed that the balding on his head took the same shape as the album cover of Kanye West's Graduation. And Steve Lacy responded to this stream by just being like, yo, what the F? Kendrick allegedly was talking to someone in a leaked iMessage conversation, just asking if Drake is going crazy on stream right now. I don't know if that's true, but speaking of Kendrick, Drake was allegedly supposed to make an appearance in his hometown of Compton. There was a rapper by the name of Snoopy Badass who said that Drake was coming to Compton. He was going to bring him.
It's been confirmed. I just hollered at Drake right now. I'm pulling up in Bompton to Tamsburg.
Bro, look at Eazy-E Big Brother, bro. This is Eazy-E Big Brother, bro. This nigga wanna look just like Easy.
With
What the
Drake.
hell?
Man, look, y'all playing musical chairs with the city, homie. So when I pull up in Compton with Drake, I don't want to hear nothing. All y'all gonna say is, oh, they had security. Oh, they had the police with them. I don't want to hear no excuses when I bring Drake to Bompton.
And funny enough, this was the same person who said he wasn't a big fan of Kendrick's new album, GNX. And Snoop Dogg had recently co-signed him and put a chain on him, which is funny because when Drake dropped Tailor Made Freestyle, where he used Snoop Dogg AI vocals, Snoop Dogg actually shared the song on his Instagram, and Kendrick referenced it on his new album saying, Snoop shared Tailor Made, I prayed it was the edibles. Meaning like I prayed he was just super geeked on edibles when he shared that post and he didn't actually appreciate it. But for whatever reason, Snoop Dogg is co-signing this artist who isn't a big fan of Kendrick's new album and is a big fan of Drake, wanted to bring him to Compton. I don't know what business Drake has doing in Compton. I don't know what that would lead to.
Alright, bro, I end this shit here. This nigga Drake just been taking L's, bro bald, and all that cool shit.